Hi, my name is Shivani Muthukumar, and this is my FBLA Coding and Programming event submission for 2024. The topic for this year was to create a program that allows my school's Career and Technical Education Department to collect and store information about businesses and community partners and allow the user to search and filter the information as needed. And for this task, I created the Community Partner Portal. My application uses Java and the Spring Boot framework for the backend and the in-memory H2 database, which is a relational database for storing data. The front end uses HTML, JavaScript, and CSS, and the time-leaf dependency, which is included within Spring Boot, was used to send data from the backend to the front end using the data model. The application jar is packaged with the Tomcat web server, and once the application is started, it can be run from localhost 8080. This is just a little diagram of the Spring Boot framework and the application design, and to be able to run the program, you need to have the latest version of Java installed for your device. You need to download the jar file from the Google Drive project target folder. Here's a link to that. And then in your command line, you need to go to the directory that holds the jar file and then run the program with this command below. And then once the application has started, you can open a web browser and type in localhost 8080 to start the program. And then the credentials for logging in is comacadmin@comac.k12.ny.us, and the password is abc123. On the Google Drive link, the first thing you see is the folder for Community Partner Portal and the README and the user guide documentation. The link to this video will be in the README as well, and the video will also be in this folder. But to access the jar, you can go into this folder right here and then click on the target folder, and the jar is right over there. And then to be able to see the Java files, you need to click on Community Partner Portal, then go to Source, then Main, then Java, then Com, then FBLA, then Community Partner Portal. And then inside the school folder, these are all the Java classes. And then to be able to see the HTML and CSS, we need to go into source, main, and then resources. And then in templates, we see all the HTML pages. And then back to resources and static and styles, we see the CSS pages. Next, what we could do is we can open up a browser and type in localhost 8080. This finally starts the application, and when the application is started, we are taken to the Community Partner Portal homepage where we get a welcome message and a little blurb about what it is about. The Community Partner Portal makes it easy to be able to access the school's partners and has search filters that assist with finding the right partners for specific programs and student opportunities. So once the user's on the homepage, they can click this login button to enter their credentials. There is one pre-configured credential, as I mentioned before, the Comac login, which is my high school. But if a user enters in incorrect credentials, also both fields are required. These are incorrect credentials, and if the user clicks login, they're going to be prompted with an error message that says incorrect email or password, and they're going to be prompted to re-enter the information. So now we could do it with the proper credentials. So it's comacadmin@comac.k12.ny.us, and the password is abc123. And then with these correct credentials, we can log in to the application. And once the user logs in, they're taken to the school profile page where it says the school name and the email for the account. And then on the right-hand side, we see the partner statistics by the CTE Career and Technical Education Department content area. On the national website, there were 16 career clusters or content areas of what different programs for students could be categorized by. And these statistics show the user how many of the partners that are in the database fall under each category. So it's a good overview that shows that we have 7 partners in business management and 3 in art and 2 in agriculture. Next, if the user clicks on the partner page, they are taken to a list of all of the partners that are in the database. Right now, there are 26 partners that are pre-configured when the application runs, and they're displayed in alphabetical format. And For each partner, we see the name and contact, the description, the content areas that I explained that it falls under, the resources that they offer for schools and students, and actions like more info, edit, and delete. For the more info, we could see a more in-depth view of the partner where we see the same details that we saw on the table, but we also see this new section of partnership notes where if the school has any previous relationships or had any previous students be involved with this partner or done a workshop with the partner, they can keep track of all those in the partnership notes for anyone to see in future reference. And you could see that each of them have different notes as well. Another thing that's really cool with the search filters is that I included these filters by the CTE content cluster, content areas. And so if a student is interested in computer science and technology and science, we could check off the buttons that say science and information technology. And we see that the list was filtered down to be a list of 4 different partners. And let's say even further, they really want something with computers, we can use the type filter to filter it even further. And now we're left with these 2 partners, Def Data and Tech Venture. And we can look at the more info and see, oh, these students won data competitions in the past. These had mentorship opportunities. And if we think that these are good fits for the student and we want to save this filtered data that we have, we can actually download a report of the table that we're currently seeing. So if we click this download report button and we open this partner's CSV file, let me just change the sharing. We see here that there is a table. There's a table that shows the 2 data entries that we just filtered out on the table. On the website. And we see that there is the description, content areas, and resources, and this could be sent to the student or sent to other administration. Back to the partner table, let's say we want to edit an event. If any contact information changed or you think that it falls under another content area, we're able to write additional notes. So let's say they do internships. We can save these changes for Def Data. And if we add Def Data Analytics now, we see that it now adds the internship that we just added, and it also put the science and technology content area. And if for some reason a partner no longer wants to be a partner with the school, we are able to delete a partner as well by clicking the delete button, and then there is a confirmation that you want to delete, and then we could just say yes. And then if we search for that again, we're not going to see that same Def Data Analytics partner because we deleted it. And it also updates on the number here. So that is the functionality of using the search filters. And it's cool how we can also do the check buttons in addition to the name filtering as well. So if we wanted like only ones with internships, we can do that. And then we can only have them in, if we wanted to do human services, or we could also see which ones have contests. Some of these finance and law firms have contests, or we can also look at competitions. It's just there's a lot of opportunities for filtering to find what you want. Next, if a user wants to add a new partner to the database, they can do that by clicking on the Add Partner button, and then they have to fill out this form. All of the fields except for additional notes are required. But let's fill out a fake partner. So let's say we have Space Center Systems, and it's an aerospace engineering company. And this can go under science, manufacturing, and we could say resources are internships and physics workshops. And we could say 2024, 2 students were offered internships. And we could say that the contact name is Robert. And we could say the email. Oh, one thing is that the email, if you don't do it in the proper format, it will try to verify that by saying that you must have like an at. And so we could do, and then for the phone, there's also a similar feature to verify where you need to do a specific 334 format. And then once we add the partner, we are able to see that when we filter out for science and technology, that the Space Center systems that we just created with Robert Downey Jr. as the aerospace company is being filtered out. Same as if we do manufacturing, we see Space Center systems right here. And if we do intern, oh, those all have internships, so it doesn't filter further. But that's how we add new partners. And additionally, we could see that the science and technology was 3 before, and then once we added that new partner, it became 4. So everything is dynamically updated. And we can also see in the more info that the notes that we put are also able to be viewed. Those are all the main functionalities of the community partner portal. There's also a quick little thing where if you want to clear all the checkboxes, there's a button to do that. And we can just log out and then the session is over. And that's about it. Thank you so much for watching.